Alright, so The Possession of Hannah Grace is one of the newer films to pop up on Netflix recently, and one that I have heard of and has been on my radar for a bit. Premise seemed pretty intriguing, although it pretty much sounded extremely similar to a film that came out around the same time called The Autopsy of Jane Doe. And I didn't really see from the trailers or from the previews what The Possession of Hannah Grace had to offer that Autopsy did not. But I was still willing to give it a shot anyway because it seemed pretty intriguing. And being that it just popped up on Netflix, I decided to give it that watch. And my thoughts on it are one of the most pointless films I've ever seen, especially in recent memory. But starting with the synopsis first, before I actually dive a little bit more into what I thought of the film itself, you get this woman named Megan, and she recently takes a new job. She's a former cop, and she takes a new job at a morgue, working a night shift. And right from the get go, this woman seems like she's had something going on. I mean, this woman's attitude and this woman's behavior is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not passive aggressive, but compulsive. She's an extremely compulsive person. Her attitude and her the way she talks to people is just so compulsive, and you can tell obviously something happened. I mean, this woman's acting like she just lost her cat and dog and dad and grandmother in the same day. But she's a struggling addict too. She's dealing with alcohol and drug issues, and basically being on the force, she witnessed something that kind of gives her this tragedy in life. So she, with her recovering, she figures that working the night shift and getting her mind off things, especially during the nighttime when she's prone to going out and using, she could be distracted at work instead. And so you follow her story, and the film basically starts off with this girl who died during an exorcism, and then her body shows up 3 months later at the morgue, and all kinds of supernatural things begin to occur, involving everything around this corpse. But the acting was good. I mean, I can't take anything away from the acting or the actors for what they were given. I mean, it's kind of, they were given what they were given, and it's kind of end all be all like that. But there's some quirky characters too. There's this guy named Dave, and he's kind of the comical relief, but the guy's just such a nerd, and he's just so goofy. He's the goofiest guy, and they don't. This film doesn't really build enough on characters. That's one thing that I also found extremely disappointing because there's no payoff with anything, with any of the characters, with any of the stories. There's not really any twists. There's nothing to latch on to. It just seems like a waste of a pretty decent horror idea. I mean, go watch The Autopsy of Jane Doe. You're getting a way better experience with that film. Maybe I'll even review it on this channel at one point because it's a damn good film. But this one, yeah, just did not deliver. And it's just its synopsis was just way too weak. Especially, it just started to escalate further downward as the film went along, and can't say it's a recommend for me. I mean, I don't know. I don't always say like, did I waste my time with a film? Because I don't really like, a film has to be pretty bad for me to feel that I completely wasted my time on it. But this would be a not buy, not buy on this one. I'm gonna start saying with my Netflix reviews whether a film is buyable or not. If I mentioned that in another video, I'm repeating myself. Anything I watch on Netflix, I'll consider buyable or not buyable, and this one is not buyable. It's not a recommend for me. There's not too much redeeming of it. The CGI is not good. Like I said, the main actress who plays the possessed girl, in the market. The idea is pretty wicked, but like I said, everybody pretty much was not given enough to work with, and it's 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 below average. That's all I got to say about it. So yeah, that's my take on the possession of Hannah Grace, another the possession of insert name, and yeah, this one just doesn't do it for me. So that's my review on it. It's on Netflix right now, streaming. You can watch it for free if you want to check it out. Don't take my word for it. Go check it out yourselves, and you got my review. So cheers, and until next time.